hope you're well. Welcome back to my channel. It feels so fun to see that my channel. But anyway, so today I want to talk about the blended family wedding and about the wedding day for people who are in blended families. When I did my wedding in 2012, it seems like so long ago, it was quite stressful because I had no idea that it's not the same as like when you're two single people with no kids or no never been married before. So I just like to say, if you're in a blended family, just know if you're marrying your partner who has children, that you're not only saying yes to your partner but also to the kids. So the kids play a very big role in the wedding. So I'll go straight to it and give you a few tips on how you can have a successful and stress-free wedding. Tip number one is letting the kids know about the wedding. So ensure that the children do not learn about the wedding from third parties. You need to sit them down, let them be the first to know about the wedding, when it's going to happen, and ensure them that they'll be part of the wedding. Give them space to ask questions, have a Q&A, not once or twice. Ensure that give them space to ask their questions, because you see, as much as the both of you are excited about the wedding, don't forget, for them it symbolizes the finality of the hope that their mom and dad or their biological parents will get back together. So this shows that you are becoming a permanent feature in this family, so there's no probability that their biological parents are going to get back together. That is definitely going to raise a lot of emotions to the surface. So as much as you are excited, consider the children and their feelings, and just understand that it's going to be a process of acceptance, and it will take time for them to accept this new stage in their lives. So ensure to have as many Q&A sessions with them. Let them ask their questions, whatever insecurities they have. What will it mean in terms of their relationship with their biological parents? What will it mean in terms of the relationships they have with the extended family of their biological parents? So that is tip number one. Talk and talk and talk some more, and ensure that you allow them to share their fears and insecurities. Tip number two, find creative ways where you and your partner can involve the children in the wedding. Make sure it is fun. Involve them in picking the venue, picking the outfit, put in fun elements into the wedding. For example, allow the children to wear Converse shoes, or incorporate things like lollipop stands, candy floors, some video games during the wedding. Don't forget, kids' attention span is very small. You're not gonna sit there and wait for the vows and everything. So incorporate fun things to keep them busy. Let them feel they're part of the process. Let them own the process. Another third tip is prepare yourself for a lot of emotions from everyone else, from the extended family, from yourself, from friends who are torn. Because see, those are your guests, you know. You'll ensure that you invite your friends and family from both sides. Sometimes you'll also invite the extended family from the ex. So we need to put that into consideration, and the tension that are going to be there. I remember when I was making the cake, I had to make like, was it 3 cakes? So I had to give my mom, I had to give Mike's mom, Mike's stepmom. I remember setting up the seating arrangement. I had to put everyone in consideration. They all have to be on the first line, you know. So don't forget such kind of things, because they'll not give you unnecessary attention at the day of the wedding. Like I said, involve the children in all the activities. For example, for myself, we had some traditional activities before the wedding in church. I remember they came home for introduction, then they went home to take the dowry, up to the last process, which in our culture is called Gotunyakiade. So they were there, they saw it. So slowly by slowly, this thing is dawning into them that it's happening, it's real, and they're also part of it. So this also helps a lot with the acceptance of the wedding. So another tip is ensure that you've got all the legal requirements covered. Go to the registrar of licenses for marriages. Ensure you have your divorce papers ready and stamped and certified. Ensure that your pastor on the day has all those documentation, just in case there's an issue. It was very funny because we were so on guard, but nothing happened. But you never know what the ex is up to. So ensure there's tight security, ensure all your legal requirements are in check, and you have them together so that you don't have any hitch during the day, because let me tell you, it can be a disaster. Another tip is the marriage vows. In your marriage vows, remember that you're not only exchanging vows between you and your partner, but between the kids also. So involve the kids in the vows as you're promising your love and your care and your commitment to your partner. Ensure that you put the kids there. Remember, they can also say something, like an example is one of the children can come and say, we accept you as our mom, or we accept you as our new dad. Let them also have their input. I remember when we were exchanging our rings, we gave the children something. You can give the girls a necklace, you can give the boy a bracelet. Just make sure they're also part of the marriage vows when you're down the aisle. Another very important tip, remember to make your wedding as fun as possible. I am reminding you again, tension is part of this day. So the more fun you make it, the less tension you'll have around. Ensure we have music, like when we're coming down the aisle, fun music the kids can dance to, we can all dance to diffuse the tension around the room. Ensure that it doesn't take so long, you know, don't have too many, what are they called, you know, our African wedding, the speeches and stuff. Just like I gave one speech per family, enough. I didn't give them a chance for issues to rise up, you know. And then another thing, when you're giving your vote of thanks, ensure to thank everyone from all sides of the family, appreciate all of them, and if possible, ensure there's a lot of alcohol. You'll need it on that day. Yeah. And don't be like me, who got married when they were pregnant. It was hard work and I was not taking the alcohol. So everyone was having fun and I wasn't. And now to the mother of them all, the final part, which is normally when people have a wedding, they go to the honeymoon. Now this is a bit different in a blended family because it's very hard for you and your partner to pack off and go for the honeymoon and leaving the kids. You see, because you're already insecure that this new relationship will exclude them. So normally I'd advise, if you're going to the honeymoon, ensure to carry the kids with you. If not, please don't do it, postpone it for later. I myself did not have a honeymoon because it just wasn't logistically possible. I was 7 months pregnant, so I chose to go and shop for the coming baby. And as you're shopping for the baby, don't ensure you're also shopping for these other kids who are waiting to see what you're bringing home, and they want to see, am I part of this new journey? So honeymoon, think hard and think in terms of everyone, not just you and your partner, because just as how the situation is. My final tip is, remember, after the wedding, those few months are very sensitive because now we are forming a new family and the children are very anxious to see, are we going to be included in this new family? So remember, do things with the children as much as you can. Find time to spend time with the children individually so that they don't get that feeling of now dad and mom are married and now we are not part of this family. If, for example, you don't live with your stepchildren full time, ensure that you have visitation rights so that they come over the weekend or during the holiday, how they can bond and form this new family. And like I said, keep talking to the children and assuring them and let them be able to get over their insecurities, because the transition is not going to be easy. Hope you enjoyed the video and see you next time. Bye. I'll attach some photos so you'll be able to see them on the video. Please don't judge me how I used to look. Okay.